Hey guys, it's Rebecca Castro, a director in this sold out group. I'm going to talk to you guys about why it's so important to follow up right now because we're in the middle of a big sales transition month and a big recruiting month. So first, I wanted to ask you guys if you know what a follow-up is. It's the activity that continues something that has already begun or that repeats something that's already been done. There are all different types of follow-ups. You can follow up with your customer, with your leads, with referrals, and potential team members even. So why is it important to follow up? Well, you don't want to miss out on reorders or bookings or possible referrals, or maybe somebody that really wants to start a new business, but if you don't follow up with them, you won't know that. Okay, so when you're following up with the customers, we are able to make a connection with them. It's very imperative that we make that connection because, you know, the world today is just so impersonal. With customers, you can follow up with a phone call that's similar to this one, like this. You can also add on extra service as far as the way you package your items. Do you have opinion cards? Do you do customer appreciation days? Maybe you say if you spend $50, you're going to get a scent circle for free. That's just adding that extra special touch that makes you unique to them. Now, you've got to remember when we follow up with customers, we are able to make that connection with them. This is the time that they can share positive or negative concerns with you. Now, remember, everyone is always going to share the bad service and expectations with other people. But if you're following up with them, hopefully they'll share those negative things with you, and that doesn't get to everybody else's ears, and you're able to handle that, okay? So adding personal thank you notes also will get you remembered. Let's see. You can use follow-up postcards that says, are you ready for more? Or greeting cards are unique. When you send a greeting card in the mail, normally you spend a little bit extra time on that, and that's going to be something really neat because we're going to be able to use the Sincerely Sent cards. That's starting March the 1st with Cincy. And those are going to sit on that customer's desk, and they're going to be able to remember you. It's going to smell nice, and they're going to think of you. Okay? There's also leads. When we get a lead, when are we supposed to follow up with them? Immediately. You don't wait around to where they've possibly found another consultant to buy, host, or join. When we don't follow up ASAP, we are basically pushing them on to the next consultant. We could lose a customer or even a new team member. If somebody really wants to make something happen, they're going to find a way. Leads, you can also get leads from door prize slips or party events. When you're just talking to people, a lot of times if you just ask them, you can get information, daily conversations with people. When you may hear this conversation, and I quote, my sister that works at the salon in town, she's been needing some more wax. Okay, well, you just need to make a mental note of that and contact that sister of hers and get her some more wax because there's a lead right there. Or another quote, I know Sally in our carpool group, she just lost her job. Well, there's a recruiting lead. You need to contact Sally. Devise a way to contact her to where you're not being too nosy, I guess, into her business. So do you see where those leads are? Follow up with these people either with a card or a personal phone call. Okay, you may also have leads with referrals. A referral is the name or contact info of another person interested in your product, acquired by a current customer or a third party. A referral is more likely to be ready to buy right then. Okay, but instead of trying to sell them something right away, ask how can you help them so that you're serving them. You're trying to create that personal relationship with them. Research shows that if customers are happy with your service, they will tell 4 people. But if they aren't happy, they will tell 13 people. So it's all about customer satisfaction. How do you stand out to them? And when we follow up, we can know that our customers are satisfied. Okay. Potential team members. Well, you may have heard somebody say, well, I thought about selling that before. There's your lead right there. There's your follow-up. You're getting a contact. Or, wow, I wish I could do what you could do. Yeah, you can. Have you ever heard this before? Those people are the ones that need to be going on your list of 100. Anytime I hear this, I have my pre-made recruiting packets out, and I get those to them. Now, some things that I include in the recruiting packets are a Scentsy information letter, a recruiting DVD, the current monthly flyers, a catalog, usually a scent circle, a business card, and a scent sample. After I give that to them, I follow up with them a few days later. Of course, I'm going to have to get their information too. Okay? With those potential team members, you need to really shift your mindset from bothering them to blessing them. You know, you're not calling to bother them, you're calling to bless them, because eventually you know that Scentsy really will be blessing their lives. I know I walk a fine line and feel like I'm bugging my potential team members when I follow up, but I remind myself that I'm really not bothering them. Okay, they will do great sharing Scentsy. Additional ways to follow up are with past hostesses, handing out samples, Facebook smell mail, and when your customers, when you have comments on your Facebook page, you know, there's a way for you to follow up. If somebody likes something on your Facebook page about Scentsy, follow up with them. Okay. So, what to do? What is your job? Well, okay, so you're at somewhere and someone says, "Oh, Rebecca, what do you do?" I could say, "I'm a trainer and a mentor for women entrepreneurs." Basically, what that means is I help women start and maintain their very own business with Scentsy. So isn't that a clever way to say that you're in direct sales and you're a Scentsy consultant? Because that's going to intrigue them and spark their curiosity. Let's see, the next one. So, do you follow up with your own decisions? Do you believe that you can be successful? Dream it and believe it, and you can achieve it. Okay, I wanted to finish up with this last slide, and that's part of it. A conclusion, and you can think about it. Picture a fisherman, and this little fisherman here. What happens when he goes fishing? He drives to the location, he prepares the rod, and he throws it in the water. Question, would he then just walk away and never come back to see what he caught? You know, we need to go and check the lines that we've thrown out. Follow-ups favor your future, and with customers, leads, referrals, and potential team members. Whether it is with any of these, they favor us. It pays off to follow up. So with this recruiting month, you need to be following up. You threw out the fishing line. Now go and check the line and see if you caught anything. There's a follow-up. And that's all I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it wasn't too fast. So if you have any questions, just let us know.